نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. Alhamdulillah, with the mercy and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are all aspiring to be rising stars. And as a rising star, the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enabled us to do is to understand our book, which is the best book ever, which has been revealed to us, to understand it completely. So I want my rising stars to reach to a level where you are reading the Quran or you're reading a hadith in Arabic and you're able to understand what does it say. Can I have one sheet, Dania, as well? So inshallah, we are going to spend some moments right now on root word analysis. Can anybody tell me what is a root word? What is a root word? Yes.
It's what makes a certain word.
Say it again.
It's a part that defines or makes up a certain word.
Excellent. It's a part that defines or make up some words. So you have a sheet with you that tells about understanding root words. I would like you to learn today process of elimination, how you're going to find root words. And on the right side in the puzzle, there's 4 areas you have, and I would like you to have at least 4 words whose root words you're able to find. So at this time, let's put any distraction, anything away, just focus, and with the dua that Rabbi zidni ilma, Allahumma faqihna fid deen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to understand this very well so that we don't have to rely on any other thing, inshallah, when we look at the Quranic words, inshallah. So Arabic is a Semitic language that works on a root system. That means that most Arabic words derive from a root set of consonants that contain the base meaning of the word. That's known as juzr. That's like the baseline that is there. So what do we see here? The 3-letter roots. Okay. So you see some examples of a root word here. So I have the word kitab. What is a kitab? A book. I have the word maktab. What is that? A library, a place where books are read, okay? And I have a word like, maktub, that is like a letter. All these words are variations coming from a 3-letter word. Most of the time, the root word is coming from 3 letters, and we will learn the process how do these words are formed. So this is an example. If you want to put it in one of your 4 blocks, you can do that. That this is one example of a root word. So one example is kaf ta ba, and if you become familiar with kaf ta ba, you get familiar with a family of root words, including kitab, kataba, maktab, maktaba, maktub, yaktub, kataba. So the all variations tells you a lot of things. So inshallah today our goal is that at least we learn 4 root words and we understand that it has some element that binds it together. So you see it's like a book or somebody who is writing a book or a place where a book is placed or something which is written or somebody is writing. So all that meaning is built together. Now what is a pattern? One is the root and the other thing was the wazn. It's just like you have a recipe, but then you put it in a mold. You are making a cupcake and then you put it, let's say, into a heart-shaped mold. Then you will have a heart-shaped cupcake come out. So the root consonants are put into patterns which morph the meaning of the root to create a variety of related words. Okay? So when you put it into a certain mold, that same word kataba, you put it into a certain mold, it made a different word out of it. So patterns are the set molds of words that roots can be inserted into. Together, the root letters placed inside the patterns are words. Patterns also carry meanings similar to how suffixes and prefixes do so. Alright, so let's look at an example. The same example, kataba. The base meaning is to write. But when it's put into a pattern in which you have inserted an alif in the middle. So with kataba, you are inserting an alif in the second level. It becomes what? Katib. Now what meaning it becomes is that somebody who is a writer. So let's look at this root word, noon hamza mim. That's the second word that you're getting today. What is noon hamza mim? That is coming from the pattern naum, like sleep. Okay, wajalna naumakum subata. Allah made the night for you to rest. And naim is a sleeper, somebody who sleeps. I hope nobody is sleeping right now. Right? We can just say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem and try to focus how much we can get, you get. But inshallah, once you practice on this, you will become very, very familiar with these root words. Now we have another one which is mim, sheen, ya. That means to walk. So by this time, your 3 blocks should be filled that I have 3 root words already. And if you see mashi, that is walker. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-An'am, verse number 122, that the person who learns something and then he does what? Yamshi bihi fin nas. He walks in the people with that knowledge, then that has, a certain ajr. So inshallah, as you become familiar with root words, you will start unlocking many of the words which are there in the Quran, inshallah. Okay, so let's see how can we build vocabulary with root words. A root, as its name suggests, is a word or word part from which other words are growing, usually through the addition of prefixes and suffixes. What is a prefix? What is a prefix? Just divide it. Pre and fix. Yes?
It shows like the action.
Okay, you have a word, you put something before it, that's called a prefix. And you put something after it, that becomes a suffix. So let's look at this example, and you can draw this in your notes, that you have the root or the base word. Okay, like kaf, taba, that's your root or the base word. You have a prefix and then you have a suffix. What is the root word here in English? Here, what is the word? What is the root word? Act. So can you give me some examples of words that you create from this root word? Acting. Anything else? You have the root word act. So from here, who can give me? With act. You have the word act. Make some word with it. Activity. Active. Okay, who is somebody who performs an act? What is that person called? Actor. What is a female person called who performs? Actress. So you have so many words that you're starting to unreveal, and what about somebody who is doing, a response to an action? What will that word be? Reaction, a react. All these words are coming from the same word. So if you can, ponder on this, that every word like here is, if it has, like a root or a base word, then you can add some suffix, you can add some prefix, and you find a root word. Now I want you to note down that in Arabic, only ism and fail have root words. Haruf, there are 3 categories of words in Arabic. Okay, so do you have a pen, sweetie? Okay, I want you to write down only 3 types of words in the entire Arabic vocabulary. You have ism, fail, and harf. Okay, ism means noun, fail means action, and harf means connecting words like wa, ma, those kind of words. So only the ism and fail, they have root words. Other of them, they will not have root words. Most of the time, the root words you will find in the Quran are 3 letters. Okay, do note it down because I want you to have this with you. Can you note this down here? Mostly there are 3 letters. So this is your mind map for deciphering any Arabic word that we are going to be discussing in future. So only ism and fail have it. They have mostly 3 letters and they must maintain their order. So if I say that kaf taba is a root word and I tell you the word kitab and you tell me that kaf bata is a root word, then the order has changed and you have just touched a completely different family of root words. Same thing like if you say ayn lam mim versus you say ayn mim lam. So there's a difference between ilm and there's a difference between amal. You can write that and see the difference for yourself. Ayn lam mim is ilm, ayn mim lam is amal. So one means knowledge, the other means action, and definitely knowledge demands action. Now they can have weak letters. So in a root word, these are 3 letters which are known as weak letters. They are known as harufe illat, which is hamza, which you can call alif, here the hamza, waw and ya. So this alif, waw and ya, I'm not going to detail of alif and hamza, we can keep it for separate time, but these letters are sometimes part of the root, and in a process of elimination, these are the 3 letters we typically eliminate to find a root word. When I ask you, okay, I have this big gigantic word for you, give me the root of this letter, then you will do process of elimination and you will terminate the weak letters first. But sometimes be mindful that the weak letter can be part of the root words. So if you look here, the prefix here, hamza ta ya noon, we say a'udhu, I seek refuge. Okay, so in that the hamza is used. When I say ta'udhu, you seek refuge. When I say ya'udhu, they seek refuge. And when I say na'udhu, then we all seek refuge. Okay, na'udhu bika minash shaitanir rajim. So these words are coming as prefix most of the time in Arabic. You can note them down. And ista means to seek. So when you are wanting to seek something, like when you say istakhara, you are seeking the khair. So this ista can also be eliminated when you are doing a process of elimination. You can easily eliminate hamza sin ta group, and that becomes your prefix. Now if you look at the suffix, have you ever heard the word mu'minun, mu'minin? Yes, believers. So you look at that waw noon and ya noon are coming at the end to make the word plural. So these are some examples of suffix in the Arabic vocabulary language. If you see hamza ta and ta, this is coming as for a feminine word as well, so you can eliminate that. So what did we learn so far? That knowing root words can help you understand and remember difficult words much better. And you know what? Roots are everywhere, not just under the trees and plants. If you look outside, the higher the tree, the stronger the roots at the bottom. So not just under the trees and plants, they are everywhere. So how do I understand this in my life? Please write in big that I also have some roots. So if I want to grow tall and big, if I want to become beneficial, I need to value my roots. I need to know where my roots are coming from. And that helps you decode your identity crisis. Why? Because your parents, your grandparents, they are all the foundation for you in your life. And that's really, really important that you know your root. Because once you know your root, then the rest, everything is easier to understand. Now let's look at one example now. Okay, I am giving you some root words in the middle, and let's see how many new words can you make. So I'm going to start from this side. I have the word write. Give me a new word. Writer. Next, act. Actor. Okay, next. Give me play. There's plenty of suffixes and prefixes in front of you on the screen. Play. You don't have to think, you have there, right? What can you fix together?
Playful.
Playful, very good. It's right there, second one there, right? So you pick the play from here and you put the suffix from there. So that becomes playful. Next I have the word tie. Untie, excellent. So you can just, same root word, you just reverse the meaning with a certain prefix, right? So if we sometimes we have the word in the Quran called wali. It means a friend. Wali means a friend. But when you make it tawalla, it means he turned away, right? So it's like on, turn and turn off. So it's like completely opposites. Yes?
Like in formal Arabic?
Uh-huh. In Arabic, in your formal or your Quranic vocabulary Arabic. Our goal is to understand the Quranic vocabulary Arabic so that next time you're reciting your salah, you are doing your zikr, you are doing your azkar, you understand where this root is coming from. Okay, so when you look at this word ilm, ain lam mim, it actually basically means a flag. Okay, and what is an ilm means, when somebody has knowledge, it's just like they have like a banner and they have they have like a dominancy there because they have that knowledge and alim, and they are all connected in that sense. Okay, so it's very, very important that we understand root words. So I want you to visualize these trees and understand that if I take time, if today, let's say, I didn't learn anything, okay, I have too much going on in my life, I have my mind into many other things right now, I only walk away from here learning one word. That's Ain Lam Memes, okay? So I am at ILM Academy. I just learned what is Ain Lam Meme. That basically means knowledge. It's like a flag bearer. Alim means somebody knowledgeable. You actually are walking away with a huge percentage of Quran understood. Why? Because now you become familiar with all these words like Alim, Muallim, Muallima, Ta'aleem, and all these so many words, right? So you become Ma'loom. All these words you understand that yes, I have a root word and I have a mold. I can put them together. And now if somebody asks me that Inna Allah ya'lamu, then I can at least guess that Inna, for sure, verily, Allah ya'lamu, something about knowledge there, right? Because it's a root word ya'lamu there. So let's look at some Arabic example here. Okay, So let's look at this example, that Ain Lam Mim. And from here, can you say one word with the Ain Lam Mim family? Which word can you tell me? There is a name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala up there as well. Alim, right? So when you say Alim, if you say Alim with a Hamza, then it becomes a totally different family of word. Okay, so it's Ain Lam Mim. Note it down in your fourth block. That is Ain Lam Mim. If you make it Hamza Lam Mim, you know what is the meaning of Alam? Who knows the meaning of Alam? Yes. Pain, sadness. It's when people say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It's like, oh, he's the Lord of all the sadness. Imagine how big of mistake we are doing. But when we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, it's like, oh, praise to Allah, who is the Lord of the entire universes. That's like the whole kingdoms there. So any next word, Sarah, from there, can you tell me in one word with the ilm family? Ma'lumat. What does that mean? Ma'lumat. Teacher is muallima. Ma'lumat is like information. So it's like, you have all the ma'lumat in there, so that's information, right? So Hadia, any other word from ilm family? Can you try this one? If I give you the word, that I have this word na'alamu, I have the noon in the front. What does that mean? We know. So Ain Lam Mim means knowledge, and when you put the prefix noon, is everybody with me? Give me thumbs up that yes, I understood that. If I put the prefix noon, it's like we know. Okay, can you tell me if I make with the hamza, like auzu, I just did with the hamza and ain, what will that mean? A'lamu. No, I want to ask Simra, right? Okay, Simra, yes. A'lamu. Ilm means knowledge, and alamu, hamza, when I say auzu, it means I seek refuge. What will alamu mean? Seek knowledge. Alamu means I know. Na'lamu means we all know. Okay, so just by the right prefix, you can see that you will decipher the whole family of words, inshallah. Okay, so if you know Hamza, Ta, Ya, Noon, you took it in your notes that Hamza means I, Noon means we, Ta means you, and Ya means we, they, third person. Then you can become familiar with this family of words. So you just have to focus on these few words. If you take them well, so that will only happen if you make an intention right now. Oh, I don't want to be handicapped throughout my life, that I have to leave translation of the Quran and I have to do that. I want to become independent. I want to understand this Quran directly from the source. Then inshallah you will want to spend some more time with these root words. And we have another example here with the root word Sin Lam Mim. Dania, any word that you can make from Sin Lam Mim? Salam. So if you say salam, Sin Lam means peace or submission. What is the meaning of salam then? Giving a greeting of peace on you. Wonderful. Maryam, from there, any other word? Sin Lam Mim, very common family word. Yes. Muslim. Ana Muslim. We are Muslim, right? So you're just putting in the mold with the meme there, and that just changes it, and it becomes Muslim, which means somebody who is peaceful, somebody who has submitted. So just like that, Muslimun, Islam, Muslima, all these words become your friends. So inshallah, in your life, if you can pledge, I can work maybe on one family of root words in a week, you will be uncoding so many words in your life. Now, telling the root from the pattern can be tricky. Some key things to look for are short vowels, and ta marbuta will never be part of the root. The long vowels, hamza, waw, ya, also called weak letters because their shape changes depending on the context, can be part of the roots, but they will often be altered. So the following letters are sometimes root letters, but more often part of the patterns. So the weak letters, the hamza and noon, sin, lam, mim, noon, ha, we just discussed them. This is just written, so don't get yourself overwhelmed. But identifying the root will get easier over time as you become familiar with common roots, inshallah. Just like first time I see you, I will ask you what your name is, then I will ask you again what your name is, right? It will just go away. But when I keep seeing you, then I will memorize your names. Okay, yes, these are your names. So just like that, when you work with root words and you work with the process of elimination, you will be becoming very familiar with them. So this is the last slide that we are going to focus on for today, and I want you to look at simple words here. So if you look here, Bismi, has a root word. If you note down this word, and you can flip your page if you want to write it there. So it's Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, something we say very commonly, right, very often when we read the Quran. So if you do process of elimination, I am crossing out all the al. Al means the. So all the al's are crossed out because they are not part of the root. They just are like a prefix, which means if I say al-kitab, that is the book. If I say al-madrasa, this is the institution, this the place to study. And al-sayyara will means the car. So al, I'm going to cross it out. So go ahead and write it, inshallah, that the remaining letters are helping me find my root words. So if I just look at this root word, ra, ha, mim, I'm crossing out this ya as well because this is a weak letter. Yes? Say it again. You can write the haraka if you want. Yes, you can write it. But what I want to focus on you on the red parts, how we are eliminating the words to find a root word. If I just see the Quranic verse, then how do I find out what root word it is? Okay, so some of them are tricky, like the first one, Bismi, you don't see a wow, but the root word has that wow, weak letter show up. And that's like next step or next level, advanced level. But if I see Allah, I can see I cross out al, and then I have lam and ha, which is, the word there. Okay, and it's Hamza, Lam and Ha, it will be the root word. And Ar-Rahman, I eliminate the suffix which is noon, and I'm left with Ra, Ha and Mim, and which is Rahm, which is mercy. And this comes alone 339 times. The Quran Ilah comes at least 2,851 times. So if you just know these two words, these two words, that's like a lot of words deciphered in the Quran. Rahamim basically means a womb of a mother. It's like the raham of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that a mother is able to carry a baby in that for almost 9 months. So when you start understanding root words, you see, oh wow, subhanallah, that's Allah is giving the extreme example of this mercy of this mother carrying this baby for so long. And then Rahman, Rahmeen, this all means like extremely merciful. Now you do a sneeze and you say achu, and the other person say yarhamukullah. Now you know that yarhamukullah is something to do with rahim, and that's again with the mercy. So inshallah, this much is enough for us today, and there are very amazing helpful resources at these links. One of them is corpusquran.com, phenomenal place for Quranic dictionary. You can see all root words there, and you can play around with some words and see that if you just click on one, just drop down, go to this website, go to Quranic dictionary, just go to Rahamim, and that will give you all the ayahs where that root word is used. It's highlighted. It's so beautiful to experience that. And my final advice to you is, if you are truly wanting to be a student of Quran, if you truly want to benefit from this session, then be grateful. Allah says in the Quran, la in shakartum la azidannakum. Who can give me the root word for shakartum? Let's do process of elimination. Very good. So what is this? Give me the letters. Sheen, Kaf, and Ra. Tum means you all. So if you all are thankful, so I just have this shukr, which is Allahumma ja'alna shukura, may Allah make us grateful. Allah says if you are grateful, then azidannakum. This is za, ya, dal is a root word. This will eliminate, and here it will eliminate. So we will just get for ziyada, for more. And we say Rabbi zidna ilma, same root word, zidna, increase me. So if you are grateful, then Allah will increase you. So if today you are humble and you are like, Allah, I'm so thankful for this opportunity that I learned one word, one root word, I just learned one little thing and it opened something for me, then inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase it for you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase it for all of us. Allahumma zidna wa la tanqusna wa akrimna wa la tuhinna wa atina wa la tahrimna wa asirna wa la tursir alayna wardina warda anna. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. So inshallah